Dear distinguished speakers and guests, dear ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to make this keynote address to you today. I would have wished to join you in person in the beautiful city of Salzburg. It will be for another time once circumstances allow. This event is particularly timely because we are in the midst of a pandemic that knows no borders. We are all feeling the economic, social, and psychological hardship of COVID-19. At the beginning of the year, none of us could have imagined the multiple effects of COVID-19 across our European Union. This crisis has shown us what we value most in our Union. The greatest strength of this common project remains our unity and solidarity in difficult times. Indeed, COVID-19 creates unprecedented challenges for our health, our economy, and our social well-being, and highlights the importance of addressing demographic challenges in our response. First, the virus has not hit every member state in the same way. Secondly, it has not hit men and women in the same way. Thirdly, it has not hit the young and the elderly in the same way. This information is key for policymakers. In addition, we all know that Europe is going through profound transformation. Climate change and digitalization are key drivers, but this transformation is also driven by demographic change, and this will gain in prominence over the coming years. Therefore, a better understanding of a country's demographics is vital in our pursuit of efficient policy responses, including to COVID-19. The Commission response to COVID-19 covers public health, travel and transportation, research and innovation, employment, the economy and financial stability, crisis management and solidarity, and education. We have created a website called Reopen EU to inform people of applicable rules when traveling within the Union. Since 12 March 2020, the Commission has adopted 858 decisions and other legislative or non-legislative acts. This includes decisions regarding state aid and guidelines to member states. We are aware of the need to learn lessons from the crisis. Questions about Europe's preparedness and coordination underline the need for a stronger approach to complement the crisis response of member states. We have seen how deficits and gaps have become visible across all stages and on all levels of the European crisis toolbox, requiring targeted and tailor-made reforms. The Commission is launching a lessons learned process to assess how to address these weaknesses. Ladies and gentlemen, if we learn one lesson from the COVID-19 pandemic, let it be the importance of solidarity. Indeed, solidarity between generations must be one of the driving forces of Europe's recovery, as set out in the Commission's proposal for a major recovery plan, Repair and Prepare for the Next Generation. The European Commission proposed a clear, structured plan to lead us out of the crisis and into sustainable, long-term economic growth based on a green transition and a digital transformation. The comprehensive package for European recovery, with its overall budget of 1.85 trillion euros, will help Europe recover and supports multiple European sectors as we emerge from this period of constraint. Major initiatives like Next Generation EU will boost the European budget in the first crucial years of the recovery and contribute, together with the reinforced budget for 2021-2027, to making it sustainable, inclusive and fair. Together, we will exit the crisis. Ladies and gentlemen, democracy is having a hard time these days. People feel left behind. What do they blame? They blame democracy itself. But democracy is the best invention. There is nothing better. Still, we need to improve ways to respond to citizens' needs. My task is to strengthen the links between people and the democratic institutions that serve them, to narrow the gap between expectations and reality. Our society has changed. We therefore need new thinking. We cannot solve new problems with outdated ways of looking at the world. Politics is no longer business as usual. The Conference on the Future of Europe is a sign of a new thinking at the European level. It complements representative democracy and can increase trust in our democratic institutions. Through the conference, we will listen to Europeans and learn more about the key issues close to their heart. The conference can help Europeans to feed their views into policymaking at the heart of our European Union. To be clear, the conference is not about one particular personality, institution, region, or member state. The conference belongs to all of us, to citizens, businesses, civil society, youth organizations, decision makers, and many others. We need to strengthen our representative democracy by offering an opportunity for enhanced deliberative democracy. We must consolidate this partnership approach, and now is the right time to put innovative tools to work for democracy and the citizens. The process must be guided by the principles of inclusiveness and openness. It is of fundamental importance that all citizens are included. We will not leave anyone behind. I want to engage with those who do not usually engage with us. Using a mixture of physical, online, and hybrid events, everyone will have the possibility to participate in an interactive way, including via a multilingual digital platform designed to be a one-stop shop for all information relating to the conference. Most of all, I believe that predetermining the outcome would cause more damage to democracy than if it did nothing at all. Having already held many dialogues with citizens, I am convinced that issues such as healthcare and the European Union's response to the public health crisis will now have a more prominent role in the dialogues among citizens during the conference. This was also underlined by President von der Leyen in her recent State of the Union address. Citizens must know that their voices are heard and see the impact that their input can have on policymaking in the European Union. This will be our benchmark for success. Ladies and gentlemen, democracy and demography do not exist in a vacuum, but are cross-cutting and complementary. Demographic change is about people and their lives. Addressing demographic change is key to building a fairer and more resilient society. This is why the Commission adopted the first ever report on the impact on demographic change on 17th June. The report is an analysis that relies on hard evidence and comparable data at European Union and regional level. It brings out the major impacts of demographic change, such as on economic growth, labor markets, health and long-term care needs, and public finances. In the coming months, we will present a green paper on aging, looking at issues like social protection systems, intergenerational solidarity, the care sector, and impacts on the labor market. We will also publish a long-term vision for rural areas, designed to help rural Europe meet challenges such as depopulation, connectivity, economic development, and limited access to services. Both reports are planned for adoption in 2021. We are also preparing a new comprehensive European strategy for the rights of the child. This strategy will call for the active participation of children in the Union's democratic life, thereby strengthening the role of children in our Union's present and future. Therefore, structured children's dialogues will be an integral part of the conference. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I end by reminding you of why we are having this discussion today. It is for the current and next generations of Europeans. We need to set Europe on the path of recovery and deliver a more resilient and democratic union. The Conference on the Future of Europe facilitates this by creating a pan-European space for debate and deliberation where we can reconnect with citizens who demand to have a greater say and help to establish trust, reinforce solidarity. As the pandemic has shown us, no institutional person can do this alone. We succeed in this together. I look forward to building trust and solidarity with you all. Thank you.